Hey, Angie Nelson here from theworkathomelife.com. Today we are going to be talking about transcription jobs. Now, transcription can be a great option for those looking to work from home for the first time, especially those who love data entry and typing, along with having a great ear and some great grammar skills as well. In this video, we are going to be exploring what it takes to get started in this field and also some companies who are open to beginners. Make sure you stay to the end of the video to find out how you can get my 7-day series on finding work at home free. Now, as I mentioned, transcription can be a great opportunity for those that are looking to work from home for the first time. A lot of people will start out looking for work at home only to find that a lot of companies require that you have previous work at home experience. And that can be really a catch-22 in most cases. How can you get work at home experience if you can't get a work from home job? And that's where a lot of these transcription jobs will come into play. There are a lot of companies out there who are open to beginners and don't care if you have work at home experience, nonetheless if you have prior transcription experience. They will train you and give you the resources and the skills that you need to get the job done. Another reason that this transcription is a great opportunity for those that are looking to work at home for the first time is because many work at home newbies are looking for just straight up transcription work, or data entry work. And many are really disappointed to find out pretty quickly that there's not a lot of legitimate data entry work available online, especially legitimate work that's going to pay you a living wage. It just doesn't exist in many cases. So transcription can be a great alternative. You're going to be able to use your typing skills, some research skills. There's no phone involved. So really all you're going to need is some great typing skills, grammar skills, and the ability to listen to text and type it out into words. That's what transcription is. Now, if you're new to transcription, as I said, what transcription involves is listening to an audio file and turning that into text. And many times you'll be sent an MP3 or an MP4 file, and you will listen to that and type it out and then send your client back, say a Word document or a Google document of some kind, and that's what they will be working with, is that text document. Now, one great thing about transcription is that there's not a lot of equipment involved to get started at the beginning. As you get more involved in this field and are picking up more work, it may certainly become advantageous at some point to invest in a foot pedal and some upgraded transcription software. But when you're just getting started, you can simply use what you have. You'll need a pair of headphones so that you can hear a little bit more clearly than maybe what's coming through your computer speakers. But once you get beyond the headphones, there's free transcription software available online, and you can always upgrade to that foot pedal later. Most transcription software has some keyboard shortcuts that you can use in the interim. Now, when we're talking about the kind of work that's available out there, transcription generally falls into 3 categories. You have general transcription, which is how most beginners get started. These are just going to be general files that cover a lot of different industries, and no particular specialized knowledge is required. The next industry is legal transcription. There are quite a few companies that will hire for this industry. It may be transcribing things like kind of court recordings or witness testimonies. This one does usually require experience, though there are a few ways that you can get some training available on that. Usually legal transcription involves some kind of prior work knowledge or experience in the legal industry. Now, our third category of transcription is going to be medical transcription. And this one is usually one that you can't get into without having prior training. And that training usually needs to be approved by the Association of Healthcare Documentation Integrity. If you're familiar with any kind of HIPAA laws or things like that, that is really sensitive personal information that they want to make sure is being handled properly. So that's something that you will need to get some formal training for, and there are some places online that will provide that training to you from the comfort of your own home. This sounds like an industry that you would like to get involved in. There are a few companies that are open to beginners. Rev.com is one that's really popular. This is going to be usually short files that you're going to be transcribing. Covers a lot of different industries. I myself use Rev.com to have these videos transcribed and captioned when I get done recording them. I will send them over to Rev.com and they'll turn those around within a few hours and have them back to me with the transcribed file available. And they're open to beginners. There is not a lot of pay involved there, but they are really flexible and it is an opportunity to get a little bit of experience so you can move up that ladder. Transcribe Me is another one that is open to newbies. They operate on a microtask setup. What that means is they might break down the files, bigger files, into smaller chunks and have a lot of different people working on small sections of that file. Now the pay here is going to be $20 per audio hour. And if you're going to get involved in transcription, that is really a phrase that you need to learn what it means, because most places are going to pay you by the audio hour. Now, $20 per audio hour might sound pretty good when you're thinking of $20 per hour, but that's not how it works with transcription. Transcription is usually going to be production-based pay. That means you're going to get paid $20 for completing that task or that audio hour, no matter how many hours it actually takes you to get it typed out. Now, in most cases, you know, the general calculation there is it takes a person 3 to 6 times that amount of time to get the file transcribed. So if you have a 1-hour transcription file or audio file to work on, it's going to probably take you 3 to 6 hours to get that done. So when we're talking about Transcribe Me, if it's $20 per audio hour and it takes you 3 hours to get that file completed and transcribed into text, you're probably going to be looking at a little less than $7 per hour. That's why it's really important that you have a fast typing speed and an accurate typing speed as well. Now, a couple more that we're going to run through real quick here that are open to beginners is going to be Tigerfish, BabbleType, Appen, and 3Play Media. And I'm going to leave you a link in the description here that will give you a big long list of transcription companies that are broken down into those that are open to beginners, so you can check it out a little bit on your own after we're done with this video. Now, those are just a few of my tips for today and a general overview of the transcription industry as a whole. Now, please keep in mind, as we talked about, you're most likely going to get paid by the audio hour or the audio minute, not the time that it actually takes you to transcribe that file. So most of the places will let you know up front what their pay per audio minute or hour is. As a general breakdown, go ahead and divide that number by 3 or 4, maybe up to 6 if you're a brand new beginner and you know you're going to have a little bit of a learning curve there, to find out if that's something that is really worth you pursuing. If you're breaking that down by 3 or 4, is that an hourly wage that you can live with? And also keep in mind that you may have to take a little bit of those lower paying jobs initially so you can get a bit of that transcription experience on under your belt that'll allow you to move up into some of the higher paying positions or even getting clients on your own. There are quite a few successful transcribers that have their own transcription business and get their own clients and have a steady flow of work available on their own. So those are just a few of the things I wanted to run through today. If you have questions, please feel free to leave me a comment and I'll get back to you on those. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a like and share it with your friends, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you'll get a notification of the next video. Until then, make sure you check the description for a list of those jobs and some other things that we talked about in this video, and I'll see you next time. Best of luck!